Surprise, surprise, surprise. Yesterday when we left off, I told you that these lows right here are primed to be taken out because the way they're being built up. I missed this trade. I was a little bit too late at home. But when I recorded the video, I said this actually could have been a very nice short because we have the liquidity. And guess what? That is exactly what happened. It's almost magic. You had more than a 2% move. So congratulations if you still hopped onto the trade. Like I said, I missed it. Also, the risk reward for me was not that good. I was actually hoping maybe for another tap, but that didn't happen. We just slowly grinded lower, but this actually could have been a very nice trade. So congratulations once again, and therefore also the thumbnail. For me, this was not a surprise because, like I said, it is just a matter of liquidity, probabilities, and since the way we were building up these lows right here, it was just a very high likelihood that we would at least take some of them out. And like I said, that's exactly what happened, and now we are bouncing off. Okay, let's quickly then zoom out. What can we expect? Not a whole lot has changed. We are still here at the golden pocket, support and resistance, and the point of control. As I said last week, if you spend a lot of time here, the point of control will move again. Well, almost are the bars equally, so it will move soon again. For Bybit, it's already right now where the price is. So that is approximately 67,000. That means that this is also the most crowded area. And I'm not super keen on taking a trade. So if you're not in a long, you can take the long from the point of control and tend to move it higher at least to this level. And also that exactly planned out. Well, it was a scalp, so not a super big trade. So you need to stay at your computer or with your trade. And then you can see it also bounce back again. But support is support and resistance is resistance. But like I said, it is a little bit crowded. So this is not really my preferred area to take a short. If we do get something like a move up again and we're taking out this high right here, and I'm going to zoom in so I'm sure that you can see it. This is a weekend high. This is the high that we made on Sunday. 67,700-ish. It depends a little bit on the exchange that you're taking. It's important that we're taking the high out on every exchange and then just to go lower again. That is then again a tap in a golden pocket and again in that support and resistance area. If we hit it, I will take the trade. I think there's a big chance that we are seeing some kind of reaction, like I said, because it was the Sunday high, and usually the weekend high and the weekend low is being taken out and the week that then follows. That would also then still coincide with this trade. And then of course we still have to short them from the very high and all the way from the all-time high. But actually I would prefer for us to take a little bit of a breather and maybe to go lower. This trade, this box that I put in here last week is still very much valid. In case you're wondering where did they came from, that is from these lows right here. And then up to the box. So actually there's a little bit of an area, support and resistance, that's golden pocket 0.5. So I just want to see price to go lower, stay there for a little bit, and then to move up again. That will create a very nice higher low once again after we made a higher low here, and this was then the low of the range. So that actually would be very nice. I am definitely on the lookout for that trade. If we get it, if we get it, then my first TP would be these tops right here, and after that I'm going to let it run because then we are revisiting this level again, and actually chances then for us to breaking out is pretty high. So going to approximately 64 to let's say 62,800 is a very much preferred scenario, and then to go higher again. There's only one thing, I do not want us to spend a lot of time here. The reason for that is as follows, is because you're actually again losing a few important support levels. So visiting this area is fine, spending a couple hours is fine, but I prefer not to close a daily candle at this level. So we can touch it maybe during New York Open, and then a few hours later have the move to the upside, and then that area is cleared. So that actually would be super nice. Other than that, you could look for a local trade, but you need to then usually be fast. What I'm talking about is taking out this low right here. So this is then Sunday low. We just talked about taking out Monday high, but now we're talking about here about Sunday low, taking it out, tapping it, maybe making a nice bullish divergence here on the indicators. Price makes a lower low, momentum waves makes a higher low, and then to go higher. The same could also follow for this low right here. So this low, just to name the price levels, is 65,800-ish, and this price level here is 64,500. From this low right here, I really want to see a quick SFP and then to go high. Just take the liquidity, boom, and then higher, and a quick reclaim in the hours that follow, and then just a move up to the upside, exactly as we have seen here and exactly as we have seen here. So you want to see some fast price action. Actually, I meant this area right here. That actually was very nice. You can see how fast it then just moves up, and you have one green candle after another. So that is kind of the price action that I want to see. If we do something like this where we're coming lower, visit it, coming lower again, this is not what you want to see, because then you're just changing market structure. So you want to see strength coming in. You want to see buyers into the market. Then for the week that's coming up, do we have a very exciting week? Not really. Only the FOMC minutes on Wednesday. That is usually not that exciting. There's usually not so much in that report other than the stuff that we already know, but inflation and hiking rates, yes or no. So I do not expect any news, but the traditional markets might react. Talking about the traditional markets, last week S&P 500 made a new all-time high, as you can see, and now we're just chilling here for a little bit. Same goes for the Nasdaq. Also the Nasdaq made a new all-time high compared to the one that we put in, of course, because it was not an all-time high. And also silver is breaking out at the moment. As you can see, we are getting a huge move to the upside. On market Cipher, it still looks very good. So if you are in the commodities, hold this asset. It still looks very strong, and I think we can have much more upside potential. So as you can see is that on the traditional markets and the quote-unquote bigger markets, for example, than the commodity market, we are relatively bullish. So this could catapult Bitcoin also higher. If you're not trading standards markets, just leave it. And there's not always a high correlation. There is from time to time a very high correlation, but there are also periods of time where there is no correlation. But like I said, yeah, I think if all the markets just keep on going up, S&P 500, Nasdaq, commodities, certain stocks, then I think eventually you can also see a bigger move for Bitcoin. So far, we cannot deny that market structure is bullish. We are making higher highs, higher lows. So just play it with the trend until we start switching again, start losing some levels. We flip the trend to bearish again, and guess what? Then we're getting in more shorts than we are getting into longs, and now we should prefer longs over shorts. It's that simple. Alright guys, that will be it now for today. If you like the content, please do me a favor, like, subscribe, click on the bell, click on all so you don't miss anything. Leave me a comment, share the video with your friends if you think that's useful. Also feel free to follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Both those links you'll find in the description, and see you guys very soon again in the next one. Bye bye.